Here's a new dual model. It's an XDVD1175BT, which I'm going to do a quick review on today. This is the unit powered on with the CD playing in the drive right now. It's a 7-inch 400 by 800 CEA rated unit, so it's very nice. You can bank on getting some decent quality from Dual because they all have CEA rated products, which I love to see, of course, as you know. In the box, this is what you got. You got your microphone. There is a built-in microphone. However, you can choose to do an external extended range type of microphone, which they supply with a mount, of course. Removal keys, auxiliary analog 3.5mm with video, plug for the front if you want to use an external device, another mount for the microphone visor mount. Over here you got a full function AV remote. I found this actually to be the preferred method of controlling anything with this unit, by the way, this remote control. This really super high futuristic looking face case, double padded, which is very nice. As a side note, this unit is a detached face. I'll show you right here. You hit this button, you can remove that, put it in the case, and you'll see back here that there's a slot there for an SD card. Also on the front there's a USB, and this here is the analog input for that cable I showed you laid on the table before. So right here is the back side of the unit. Over here is your standard 16-pin harness, which is the typical stuff. Of course, you got your 4 pairs of speaker outputs for your front and rear, left, right respectively. Power ground accessory over here. This pink is your e-brake wire, and if you should need a an e-brake or parking brake bypass, this unit here, I just did a simple ground to the black wire and that fixed that problem immediately, because when you first power on a unit, it is going to give you that message stating that you have to ground the e-brake in order to view. So that was taken care of. Over here you do have also an illumination wire, so it can dim at nighttime. A reverse trigger input for your camera, because it is a dedicated camera input. Also you have 2 outputs, one for your remote and one for a power antenna lead, here and here. Over here, this here is the Florida backwoods style antenna, and over here, just kidding, that's something I make, if you weren't paying attention. Over here you have all your AV inputs and outputs. You have a stereo front output, rear output, you have a mono subwoofer output, 2 AV inputs, you have a dedicated rear view camera input, you have over here 1 video input, and you have not 1 but 2 sets of video outputs. All these RCA preamp voltages are rated at 2 volts. Over here, this red plug has 2 functions. One is for the external microphone if you're going to utilize it. This will plug in here. And over here, you got a proprietary plug for an iPod. And if you have, like I have, an iPhone 5 or 6, you can get the interpretation cable, which connects onto there. It docks and it connects it to the smaller lightning style plug, and that'll still work just fine on this unit right here. So we're back at the front side. I'm going to have it powered on. I'm going to open up the screen. Like I mentioned, this is a nice full 7-inch 400 by 800 brightly lit panel. Beautiful. Their interpretation of HD, I don't know how HD it is, and from what I can tell, it doesn't look like HD. I don't think any manufacturer to today's date has a true HD panel. However, some of these manufacturers are calling that. I don't know if that's cool or not, but if you're asking me, I don't call it HD. Now, the unit is Bluetooth built into it, so you can stream, also play SD cards directly from there. Over here, this USB slot is not designed for charging. You'll notice that when you first get it and open up the box, you'll notice that it has this little piece on here. It says USB playback only, no phone, no charging. So they're basically saying, hey, use this for what it's supposed to be used for. So if you have a small flash drive, you can put that in there. Anything up to 64 gigabytes is what this thing will accept and play back on that drive. Nothing more. That's what it's all about. As far as the SD card, you can play SD cards, SDHD cards. Your slot for your CD/DVD is located right in here. To do your eject, it's located right here. Your mode, the toggle sources, is located right here. Of course, your basic knob here for your volume. To get into your bass, treble, balance, fader, you just tap and go through all that stuff. You could hold the button in, get the loudness feature. As far as the EQ settings and stuff like that, this does not have the kind of EQ that I really go gaga over, which is all the graphic EQ with the bars and all that stuff. So don't let that CD with the bars bouncing around trick you. For the EQ, if you hit it, you're going to notice what's going on. You got the pop setting, rock, classic, jazz, off, and you're back where you started from. So you have all that, of course your bass and treble settings. It's not a super audio tuning machine, but what this thing does have is a lot of features and a lot of functions for the money. So SD card, analog, USB, built-in iPod cable, and Bluetooth. All this for, you know, mid $100 price range, 150 range-ish is where they're at right now. So a lot for the money. Beautiful screen quality, gloss black. I mean, it's got a lot to offer. It has a very good price, mid $100 range, very affordable for anybody. Gloss black finish, which is what Dual's trademark looks like for the last few years, and it's beautiful. Everybody loves this style. I like it. I was very drawn to it immediately. I like that. For Bluetooth users, you can stream, you can do the whole bit, your phone, everything works flawlessly with this unit. Nice on-screen display for your Bluetooth. See right there, nice big buttons, very reactive. The screen is excellent. Not like the cheaper brands that you find out there these days. Very quick. Once it's paired, all your recent contacts, your phone book, everything works directly with this. If you were doing streaming from your phone to the unit, of course, you would have all the text and icons stating the artist, the genre, the song, and you could toggle fast forward, rewind, go through playlists, artists, you know, just like you normally would on your regular Android or Apple product, whichever it is. But for my demonstration, for quickness and time's sakes, I'm not going to go through pairing it because, you know, I mean, pairing is Bluetooth is Bluetooth as far as I'm concerned. HD card, you can play on the SD format or the standard SD Panasonic style cards, no problem. USB, this is designed not to charge, but it is designed for up to 64 gigabytes in a flash drive. Of course, over here, the supplied analog cable for AV you could use right here. The back panel has to be removed to insert the SD card and to have the faceplate put back on top of it, so that way you can use it and toggle through it through the sources, like here. AM FM radio to be expected. Laid out for your AM FM, of course, you have your EQ, local stations, your loudness feature, all the stuff you would expect to see is all right here. It's nice, you know, nothing crazy, but it's there. Quick mute button, band button. The loudness feature is nice, and actually does make a dramatic difference with this unit, as well as the dimmer. I appreciate that for, you know, night driving. People don't like to have their faces blinded by the light. I like that. The detached panel is very nice. The free cases are also a nice little gimme feature that Dual gives you. So for the money, I definitely give this thing a consideration because it's a lot better than a lot of those iffy, you know, midway Chinese brands. I mean, Dual's a real company. They're one of the only CEA rated companies you're going to find in this price range. So give it a good look because it does make a good product. The warranty is good. It's solid. It's a good contender. I really like it. Keep a lookout for my double DIN review because that one I'm really interested in because that unit just looks really cool. That's the 605 that I'm going to do this week as well. So there you have it. There's my look at the Dual XDVD1175BT.